Welcome, Agile friends. My name is Vasco, and I'm hosting this session with our amazing speaker, Nick Hughes. Hey, Nick, welcome to the summit.
Hello, it's a pleasure to be here. I'm excited to chat.
Absolutely. So, Nick is the founder of Founders Live. We'll talk a lot more about that because, of course, it's all about entrepreneurship, and entrepreneurs have, by necessity, and some of them, perhaps even most by nature, an agile mindset. And that's what we are going to explore, the spirit of agility in the entrepreneur community. Founders Live is a global organization that is now in more than 100 cities and 50 countries. Chances are that if you are watching this, you probably have a Founders Live in your city. So check it out at founderslive.com. But there are also other sessions. We'll talk with Nick in a second. I want to call your attention for the session with Marshall Goldsmith, who will bring his perspective on agility at the leadership level, how leaders also need to be agile and how to do so. Check out that session at agileonlinesummit.com. And of course, you will see there all of the other Agile Online Summit sessions. But now to the topic of our discussion, the spirit of agility with, I could say, an ambassador of entrepreneurship, Nick. So, Nick, give us a quick overview of what got you started with the Founders Live idea and organization, and what is the overall format for the events that you organize around the world?
Yeah. Well, I started Founders Live more than 10 years ago, and we're a global ecosystem for early stage startups. But what got me started was simply, let's go back 11 or 12 years ago. I was working on an actual previous startup. I was a founder, and quite honestly, there wasn't a community that I felt was, in my view, this kind of really support. It not only that, but entertaining. It highlighted these emerging founders that at the time I was one. And, I just wanted to put something together and create community and really create that experience. And so I did. And, as all things happen, very in a humble beginnings, this was in March of 2014. I just put on the first event. And, it was a pitch competition. So I'll talk about that specifically. But, in all agile ways, I just threw something together, tested something out, and lo and behold, it worked, and it was really amazing and fun. And so this is a theme that we'll talk about a little later, but I saw what was working. I was like, let's keep that. I removed some things that maybe weren't and just kind of followed this path. And it was really cool. But in terms of the format, so crazy enough, that very first event, and for instance, I'm actually visiting one of our Founders Live cities right now. Last night, I just went to a Founders Live event in North Carolina in the United States, and it's the same format that it was that very first time in March of 2014, which is we gather people together. It's a networking event, very fun. We choose 5 founders of startups in their pre-chosen, and they prepare, but they each only have 99 seconds for their pitch. It's a 99-second pitch, value proposition pitch. What are they building and why? The crowd then has 4 minutes to ask them questions. People raise their hand. They're like asking them about the team or their technology or their go-to-market strategy or whatever. Then once all of the 5 presenters have gone through that process, the crowd then votes on the winner. And so then there's a winner that comes out of it. And that experience is really fun, and it's kind of sandwiched between networking and food and drinks in the front end and networking, food and drinks in the back end. And then you got a great Founders Live event. So that's like the format. It's fun, happens all over the world.
And one of the things that I really appreciate is that the constraints are very clear and obvious at the start, the 99-second pitch plus 4-minute Q&A. And one of the things that I feel is that exactly that clear set of constraints fosters agility and adaptability, right? Like the constraints are there. You still have the audience. You still have the potential investors right there that you could pitch the idea to and maybe even get an investment. What are the key benefits that you have seen for the entrepreneurs of using that fast-paced format?
Well, right. I mean, look, it is not easy to not only create it and kind of put together your 99-second pitch. It's kind of I purposely created that time amount because it